Hi everybody, I'm Gina Maselli with homeschoolpassion.com, and I'm here with Sonia Schaefer with Simply Charlotte Mason, and we are at the 2010 Texas Homeschool Book Fair here in Arlington, Texas. And thank you so much for meeting with me today.
I'm happy to.
And I was going to talk to Sonia today real quick. Sonia, can you tell me, for the people who don't know, what is the Charlotte Mason method?
That's a great question. And I could talk about it all day, so cut me off if I get too wordy. Usually, the Charlotte Mason method is a couple of things. When people talk about method, they don't know if that's just the things that you do to teach it, or why are you doing them. Charlotte Mason was a British educator who lived in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And her ideas revolutionized England's schools, and they have come over here to America now, and a lot of homeschoolers are picking up those ideas and running with them. Basically, her ideas are that education is three-faceted. First, your child is going to pick up a lot of things just by living with you. And Charlotte thought that made up a third of the child's education. Second, the child's going to learn a lot by the habits that you instill in his life. And that makes up another third of his education. Then the last third is using living ideas to teach the child. Instead of giving them dry facts, you give them these living ideas. So, we use living books to teach them rather than textbooks. We use picture study to help them form a relation with these great artists. We use narration so they can tell back what they are learning as they learn about it. All of these great methods that Charlotte used support those three facets of an education.
Okay. Now, a lot of times when I hear people talk about the Charlotte Mason method, they talk about it being the gentle approach. What does that mean exactly? What is the gentle approach?
Good question. It can mean different things to different people. I think probably what most people mean is that a lot of her methods are based on common sense. They seem natural. They work with the way a child is bent anyway. And so, for example, the narration that she uses, children automatically narrate. With your little ones, they'll come and tell you what happened, blah, 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 blah. You know, they tell you all about it. And that's just a natural thing for children to do. So Charlotte used that in their education as well. Things like that. Also, she postponed a few subjects until later when the children are older, because she had reasons for that in the child's development. They probably have not been able to figure out abstract concepts until they get older. So she postpones English grammar until they're about 9 or 10 years old. So many of these methods she used go with a child's natural way of learning, natural philosophy, or natural development. And so they seem very gentle and very simple to use, rather than you must memorize all of this stuff. And, you know, toe the line. It's completely different from that.
Now, you talked about living books and the importance of living books. Can you give me an idea of what is, you mentioned it's not a textbook, but what is a living book, and why is that so successful with kids' education?
A living book makes the subject come alive to the child. It touches their heart and their emotions as well as their mind. And when something touches your heart or your emotions, that's when you really remember it. That's when it becomes a part of you. So these living books are very effective because they make the subject come alive, and they involve all of the child, not just his mind.
Okay. And what are some ways that someone who's new, someone who's interested in adopting the Charlotte Mason method, what are some simple ways that they can start to implement it in their homeschool?
One thing that you can do to start with is to do short lessons. That was a big thing for Charlotte. She emphasized using short lessons because they are a tool to developing the habit of attention. So if you can start with short lessons, that's a great place to start. Also, using living books. If you're not sure what living books are out there, if you're hanging on to your textbook because you're comfortable there and it's hard to let go of that safety net, if you want to, you can find a living book that goes along with the subject you're studying. So you can bring that in on the side.
Okay.
if you want some help finding those living books, you can go to our website, simplycharlottemason.com, and we have a CM book finder there that you can search by subject or topic, by grade level, and it suggests living books.
Okay.
Oh, there's also a great link on there that you can find out if a library near you has that book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love
That is
that.
great. Well, great. Well, like you said, Simply Charlotte Mason, I know I have visited your website and I love it. I have gotten a lot of information off of there. So people who are wanting to learn more about Charlotte Mason Method, I know they can go to your website. You also have a seminar on video or on DVD.
Yes.
Where you teach it. Is that
Yes,
correct?
we have a lot of free information on our website. We send out an email every week, and then we post those emails in our blog section. So you can go up there and read years worth of teaching. We also have a bunch of free ebooks that you can download. If people want to just get a taste or an overview, I would recommend going to our website and downloading the free ebook called Education Is. That one is a great place to start.
I love that book. Yes.
Then, if you want an actual book to hold in your hands, I love Catherine Levison's book. It's called A Charlotte Mason Education. Very short chapters, very practical chapters. That's what I learned with way back before the internet was around. That's right. It's a great resource too.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today. And remember, everybody, that's homeschoolpassion.com, but that's also simplycharlottemason.com. Make sure to check it out. It's got a lot of great information.